There indeed, there is that little shimmy that we were worried about a little bit further up ahead. That's not a good look, I'm afraid. It is, he's taken a real scratch to his back. He's not going to sleep easy tonight, I'm afraid. Nothing easy about this either. 1,500 metres to go, and it is now going to be a right-hander that will take us to the Flamme Rouge. So the left-hand side of the road might well be at a premium. A lot of wrestling to get into position at this point. They come over the rise, and this, as is the impetus, it's a downhill run to this curve, and the Flamme Rouge, it's game on.
Daniel looking around just to see where his lead out is. Looking, of course, for Jonathan Milan, but it is Tudor Pro Cycling. This is this narrowing it. This is where the shape of the peloton completely changed. We've got another right-hander to go, but it is indeed Tudor Pro Cycling on the front. A couple of riders there from Bahrain victorious. Also in the mix, we've seen riders from Jayco Alula as well.
And here come Visma Lisa bike that may well have an option today for Dan McLean Berens. The European champion just pitching up, riding the centre. Jayco Alula in a good place at the moment, and I think Groenewegen might well be in a happy zone. Let's wait and see. They're assembling on the nose, the men in plum colours. They're going to drift here, and there is the big pickup. Oh, it's a big old drive right now. Mezgets is off the nose.
Another crash.
Another crash, I'm afraid. Barriers, still open face barriers here, not what you want at all. Bahrain victorious might have a dig for Bauhaus. Is going to be in an enhanced position here, and it's a gun for the line right now. Everybody else, hell for leather, an unfamiliar look to the outside. The green jersey is not that far off, hasn't opened up just yet. It's a straight liner. More or less, they're into the barriers, the hoarded section, and here is the green jersey and the European champion. It's between the pair of them. Oh my goodness, the drive for the line comes right now. Bauhaus is still in the frame as well. Big pickup for Malicelli at the line, but it's the European champion that makes this one his own here, beating Milan. But what cost today of a very technical lead-in, some open-footed barriers there on the turn, did nobody any favours, and it's going to be a ride-in and some licking of wounds by the end of today. What a finale, not the way we would have liked to have seen it, but hard fought most certainly at the last. Drama here.
Well, let's have a look who's down in that crash. A great win by Tim Muller, an audacious move by Luka Mezgec, who carried so much pace. Tim Muller on the radio. Brilliant, brilliant victory. It's a long, long sprint as well. All across the road, but chaos. Two crashes within the last 3.3 Ks. GC riders caught out in that crash. It was just outside the limit here, but no doubt about the winner. Tim Muller, the European champion, takes win number 3. As we see riders still fighting. This is Felix Gall being led home by Bruno Amaral. He is going to lose some time.
Oh, had to power it home. He was just outside the 3 kilometre neutralisation mark. There's a lot of other riders will be very thankful for that. But goodness me, Phillipson was out of it, I'm afraid. We had our green jersey, Jonathan Milan, got a good finish, coming in second place. He'll hold on to green. Malia, the European champion, it is that takes it. An unfamiliar look on the reveal there as they came towards the line because of all the incidents and accidents that we'd had. And that gets into ahead of a sprinter as well. If you're hearing crunching and crashing going on around you, it's a distraction. Here it is, Matt.
Just look, this is Mezgec. Look at up the inside. Look how much pace. He's done this before. He's so quick. Look at the way he's leaning the bike over. So he's carried so much more pace than everybody else. He looks around and he's like, I've got to go for it. I've got to go for it now. Here's the crash. That happened about 15th back, wiping out riders, bikes everywhere, and completely changed the face of this sprint. I think this is Danny Van Poppel that's been forced to chase here. Now this is when the lead out opens up for Jonathan Milan. But look at the gap that Mezgec has got. It looks as if at this point he was going to hold on. And Malia in the ideal position, Malia in the white jersey, waiting on the wheel of Milan, but he's got the perfect lead out, doesn't sit on his wheel, just opens up his sprint, and it takes him time. It's a long sprint, but in the end, this time, it is Malia who outpowers Jonathan Milan, who, does he get second? It's close for second place there. I think the other rider, Malicelli, superb sprint for Astana, XDS there. But there we go. Milan fading here, but Malia opened it. It is indeed Sam Welsford also in the mix as well. But the late lunge ensures that Malia takes the win. Look at that. Punches the air with delight. A cathartic win as he beats his chest. There we go.